Hi, hello guys! Welcome to my YouTube channels, and in today's video po ay mag-aaral po ako ng Spanish language po. So, gusto ko din ay matuto din kayo, hindi lang ako. Kaya, i-vlog ko po siya in today's video. Ayan, hirap mag-intro. So, magpo-focus lang po tayo sa sa nouns muna. Nouns. So, gender of nouns po. Muna tayo, part 1. So ano po ba ang noun? Pag sinabi nating noun, it names person, place, things, or event or idea. And this noun word came from the word nomen, which mean name. So ano po ba yung mga nouns? For example, person, pwedeng Louis, pwedeng boy, pwedeng doctor. Pag place, garden, university, Iloilo, Batangas City, thing, book, car, tomato, and idea, hope, kindness, intelligent. Hope, faith, love. Those are idea. So in Spanish, all nouns are either masculine or feminine. So sa Spanish po, meron din po silang feminine noun and masculine noun. So paano kaya natin malalaman kapag feminine noun or masculine noun po yung noun sa Spanish? Okay, let me share my PowerPoint lang. So ito yung masculine, El Chico, El Jardín, El Jardín, El Libro, uh, El Miedo. These are masculine nouns sa Spanish. So El Chico, El Jardín, El Libro, El Miedo. Sinabi natin El Chico, boy. Sinabi natin El Jardín ay garden. Pag sinabi natin El Libro ay book. Sinabi natin El Miedo, this is fear. Okay, so these are masculine nouns. These are masculine nouns po sa Spanish. Then these are feminine noun. We have la chica, la la universidad. La universidad, la la, la revista, and la libertad. Okay, la libertad. Ano ibig sabihin ng la chica and la chica is girl. La universidad is university. University, la revista is magazine. La libertad is liberty. Ano po mapapansin natin sa masculine at feminine noun sa Spanish? So lahat po sila ay nagsisimula sa L. Kapag masculine noun po, meron pong L. at yung feminine noun ay merong la. Ibig sabihin, the idea that nouns have gender seems perfectly natural when the noun stands for a living creature. So this is because in English, living creatures often have different names depending upon whether they are male or female. Okay? So may gender yun din yung idea kung mapapansin nyo. Okay? So lahat ay may gender. Mas kay idea yan, nouns, place, thing, or person, meron talagang gender. Hindi katulad sa atin. Okay. Another is another masculine and feminine noun po. We have man, sa English, woman, tiger, tigress. Correct me if I'm wrong ha. Parang tigress yata yung sa pronunciation dito. Aviator and aviatrix. Okay. Aviator and aviator. Yeah. Nag-auto caps siya, sorry. Wait lang. Ayan. So meron tayong aviator, tiger, man, woman, tigress, aviatrix. So sa following, na Spanish nouns all denote living creature. So ito yung ating okay. So another example, the following Spanish nouns all denote living creatures. For example, el gato, la gata, el perro, pero, la pera, el chico, la chica, el abuelo, la abuela. Okay, so ano bang ibig sabihin nito? El gato is male cat. This is male cat. Male cat. Female cat. El perro, male dog. La pera, female dog. El chico, boy. La chica, girl. El abuelo, grandfather. Grandfather. La abuela is grandmother. Okay. So ano mapapansin nyo? So how all these masculine nouns alike? And how are all these feminine nouns alike? Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, mapapansin natin yung L at la. L ginagamit kapag masculine noun, la kapag ginagamit ay feminine noun. So look at both the beginning and the ending of each line. L and la means the. So L and la means the. Okay. Ay, sorry. So el and la means the. This is article po. Okay? So these two words, el and la, are called definite articles. So you will learn more about them in a later lesson. Next, next vlog ko. So masculine, feminine, gato, gat, gata, pero, pera, chico, chica, abuelo, abuela. So kung ano ako mapapansin nyo, male masculine noun ends in O and feminine noun ends in A. Nouns that end in O are usually masculine and nouns that end in A are usually feminine. Notice the word usually. There are exemptions to these rules, two rules, and you will soon be learning them. One cannot predict the gender of a noun that stands for a non-living thing. Try to predict whether the Spanish word for the following things are masculine or feminine. For example, book. Wait lang. Okay. So, book, libro, house, casa, ano ba yun? Money, dinero, and window, ventana. So, sa Spanish, ang book is libro. Ang house is casa. Ang money is dinero. Ang window is ventana. Okay? So, ito yan sila. My God. So, natin ito pwedeng ilagay. Ayan, dyan na lang sa baba. Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo yung O, yung Spanish ng libro, ng book is libro. It ends in O, meaning masculine noun. Casa, meaning feminine noun. Dinero means masculine. Ventana means window. One cannot predict the gender of a noun except in the case of living creatures. Do not try to analyze the nature of the object, looking for some inherent masculinity or femininity. It won't work. So, hindi tayo sure kung masculine ba siya or feminine noun. So, there are exemptions daw. So, take a guess. Do you think the Spanish word for dress is masculine or feminine? Walaan po. Camiseta. Feminine siguro. You might expect it to be feminine since a dress is an article of clothing worn by a female. Actually, the word for dress is a masculine word. So kung ita-translate niyo po siya, so mali po ako, masculine noun po siya. Kasi kung ita-translate niyo po ang tawag dito ang dress, vestido. Okay? So ibig sabihin yan, masculine word po siya. Take another guess. Do you think the Spanish word for necktie is masculine or feminine? Siguro masculine. So you might expect it to be masculine since a necktie is an article of the clothing worn by males. Pero actually, the word for necktie is a feminine word. Kung ita-translate daw po natin ang necktie sa Spanish, tama ba to? Ay, ano pala siya, closed compound. Ang naka-record pa siya. I'm not sure if naka-record ito. Record. Wala siya. I don't know kung naka-record to. So, nawala. Okay, naka-record ulit. Sorry, medyo nag-lag kasi ako. So, nandito tayo. Vestido, vestida. Ano ba yun? Okay, kung mapapansin niyo po, okay guys, sorry. Naglag kasi nga mahina ang internet connection. Balik ulit tayo dun sa ating PowerPoint. So dito tayo na nahinto. So ang Spanish po ng necktie is corbata. Ibig sabihin po niyan, sa Spanish po ito ay feminine. Feminine noun. So actually the word for necktie is a feminine word. La corbata. So when you learn a new noun, you should also learn its definite article, el and la. Kung magbabasa tayo ng mga Spanish texts or movies, panunood tayo, so lagi din nating papansinin yung definite article na el and la. So there are several reasons for this. Mayroon daw several reasons kung bakit kailangan nating malaman yung definite article na el and la. Because you cannot predict the gender of most nouns. So hindi tayo sigurado kung feminine noun or masculine noun yung Spanish word na yon. Because not every noun that ends in O is masculine. So hindi lahat ng noun, Spanish noun na nag-end sa O ay masculine, and not every noun that ends in A is feminine. So may exemption po sa rule na ito. Other reason, when many nouns end in letters other than O or A. Because the definite article el and la is your clue as to whether a noun is masculine or feminine. So yun lang po yung magiging clue natin kung feminine or masculine po yung noun. El kapag masculine, la kapag feminine. So why do you care whether a noun is masculine or feminine? Bakit ba? Bakit ba kailangan natin? So para hindi natin siya ma-misuse sa conversation, hindi tayo magkamali. Good question. As you shall see in upcoming lessons, Spanish places a great deal more emphasis on gender than does English. So medyo complicated to sa Spanish. So I hope you learn something sa simple self-learning. Okay, self-learning. Hindi na siya self-learning kasi binalag ko na siya. Okay, see you on my next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.